Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be doing another quick video on all about eye bases. I have a handful here that you can use for eyeshadow primer, just to prime your eye for foundation, anything like that. So I'm going to talk about that. The first primer I'm going to talk about is the Smashbox Photo Finish Lid Primer. It just looks like this. You get 0.08 fluid ounces of this. So it is smaller than an original Urban Decay primer potion, and this one is a little bit more. I believe it was $22. In here it comes with a doe foot applicator. This has a really nice consistency, and if you have really veiny lids, this will cover up the veininess in your lid. So you can see that's the color. This will dry super quickly. So if you need to be quick when you use this lid primer. So hurry and just apply it to your eyelid, let it dry, tap it in, make sure it's dry completely, and then go ahead and apply your shadow. I like using this primer a lot with the NYX Jumbo pencils or any cream shadow, because since this is such a thick consistency, it won't let the other cream bases crease on your eyelid. So that's really nice to think about. So there was that one. Alright, the next one is Benefit. It is the Stay Don't Stray. Your shadows will stay put and your concealers don't stray away. This one in here, you get 0.33 fluid ounces. And I believe this one is $19 or $21. I think. I will double check. But on here, this one, it just comes in a pump like this. The pump, too much product comes out. So you have to hold the pump and very carefully, see, that's even still too much. This is great for priming under your lid, under your eye for concealer. I do not care for it for an eye primer. I find that it creases on me and it kind of burns my eyelid. It does not burn underneath my eye, but it burns my eyelid. And that's the consistency of that one. Seriously, it's like a concealer. And it's even tinted like a concealer. This primer will help your concealer stay. It won't really crease into your fine lines. It doesn't melt away or do discoloration underneath your eye or look cakey. It's a really great primer for underneath your eye if you have issues with having your concealer stay underneath. As an eye base, I don't really recommend it for an eye base. The next one that I have is Too Faced Shadow Insurance. This one in here, you are getting 0.35 fluid ounces. Now, this is the best packaging out of all of them because it is in the squeeze tube. Too Faced Shadow Insurance, this is for dry lids, if you have dry lids. It's just going to help your eyeshadow adhere to your lid. It's going to make it last all day. If you have oily lids, I do not recommend this because this one is it's kind of greasy. It's more moisturizing to your lids since you have dry lids. It just looks like that. It's just a cream color. This one, you can see it there. I try not to blend it in, but this one will blend into your eyelid clear. It will dry clear. With this one, you do need to wait until it dries completely, just about 20 seconds. It'll dry super fast. This will hold your eyeshadows on for a really long time. This one, it does cost $16 or $17 at Sephora or Ulta. Next, I have some Urban Decay Primer Potion bases. I have them in the color called Eden, Original, and Sin. Now, these retail for about $18 each. Or you can buy the mini set that has the 4 colors, I think about $20. They used to come in a package, the mini ones like this one. This is Sin, and it just has the regular doe foot applicator. It's not bent or anything. This one is a really pretty champagne color. So if you didn't really want to wear eyeshadow for the day, you could just apply this and you would have that really pretty champagne color on your lid. The Original, this one has the little bent doe foot applicator just to get more in there because they have this silly little packaging. This one will be completely clear. It's right next to that one. You can see that it's not blended in. Once it blends in, it dries clear. With Urban Decay Primer Potion, this one is more geared towards oily eyelids. So if you have oily eyelids, this is probably the one that you need to check out and try for yourself. This one will dry matte and it will not let your eyeshadow budge at all. I have oily dry lids. I have oily lids, and I prefer using the Primer Potion over the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. When I have the Too Faced one because it came in a kit and I wanted to try it out, it works in the winter because it's not hot and I'm not hot and sweaty and I'm producing oil on my lids. So I'll use that more in the winter. But Urban Decay Primer Potion, this one is best for me in the summer and going into fall when I know my eyeshadow will crease. The next color I have is the color called Eden. And this one, it's like the concealer texture color. So this is what that one looks like. You can see that it's very creamy. This one, it dries matte, which I really, really like. It kind of reminds me of my paint pot in Soft Ochre. Once it dries, same thing, all of these primers are really great for oily lids, the Urban Decay line. The full packaging looks just like this, but it's the full size. I don't own the full size one anymore. I use it all up, and now I just have baby ones that I'm using. But Urban Decay, they did come out with a full-size professional tube. I haven't even opened mine yet, so sorry if it's glaring, but it is this size. In here, you are getting 0.85 fluid ounces, and I believe I paid $26 for this on sale. So I think that's what it was, $26, $30, I'm not quite sure. But it was around there. But I haven't even opened it yet. Once I use up all my little samples, I'll be using this and it will last me, seriously, forever. Alright, so the last eye base that I have is my MAC Paint Pot, and this one is in Soft Ochre. Let me turn it around for you. And this one is my all-time favorite. It is just a cream base that looks like that. You just put it on your finger. It kind of is like concealer. When you put it on your skin, it really just blends in nicely. This one is matte, and I really like that it's matte. Sometimes you don't always want to have shimmer on your lid. I can't say that today because I am glittered or metallic out today. But this is the paint pot right there, that color right there. When applying this, I either use my finger or a brush. I just use a fluffy brush. It will hold your eyeshadow on even longer, I think. I think the paint pot, I don't know what's with it, but it kind of like glues to your eye, and then your shadows, they don't go anywhere. Removing it is kind of a pain. So you do have to either use just soap and water or like your makeup cleanser and take it off. But it seriously, if you go to sleep with your makeup on, it kind of stays there. I mean, so that's great. It's a really great product. I believe these are probably about $20. I don't know. I didn't buy mine. I got mine in a makeup swap. And it's just a great consistency. The eyeshadows, they blend so nice on them. They don't stick. I don't think any of these primers stick to the eyeshadow. Like when you're first blending, nothing is like sticky. They all dry super smooth. Your eyeshadow will stay on so much longer. I've noticed that a ton of times, but they really will. There is a drugstore primer. It's called L'Oreal Decrease. I used to have it. I actually still have it. It's just, I depotted it such a long time ago, and I put it into this little container. It's so dried out. Yeah. But it's just a cream color like that. It actually reminds me of the Smashbox one. It has that thick consistency, and you have to blend it super fast, or it kind of beads up in like flakes. So that's probably, I stopped using it. And then I stopped using it because I also got a Urban Decay Primer Potion for my very first time, and I've been hooked on the Urban Decay Primer Potion. For some people it might not work. Some of these products might work for you, some of them may not. If I've skipped one that I haven't heard of, let me know so I can just test it out or anything like that. So that is my video on all about eye primers. There's so many different kinds. They all range different price ranges. If you're looking to try out primers, you can go to Sephora and you can get little samples. They will give you a sample like in a little container. Just don't be afraid to ask. They will do it for you. Alright, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.